Well, the local chair for the Nueces County Republican Party, Jim Kaelin, is continuing to get backlash following a controversial post that he posted to social media. Starting tomorrow, an electronic billboard will go live along SPID near Everhart, calling for Kaelin's resignation. The quote is from Governor Greg Abbott, who demanded Jim Kaelin, who is also the former Nueces County Sheriff, to step down from his position as party chair. It all stems from an article Kaelin reposted to social media suggesting that the death of George Floyd was a staged event by Democratic strategists to make President Trump look bad. Kaelin has since declined to resign.
Jim Kaelin continues to show arrogance about it. Him refusing to resign is hurting bringing our community together. There's so much divisiveness going on in the world right now.
The local civil rights chapter of LULAC Para Todos is behind the billboard. More on the continued call by them for Kaelin's resignation tonight on 3 News at 10 o'clock.